Hi guys, I'm Seonkyoung guest. Welcome to Asian at Home, and today I'm going to show you how to make vegan kimchi. So many of you guys ask me, Seonkyoung, how to make kimchi without any fish sauce? I don't like fish sauce, or I'm vegetarian, or I'm vegan, or it just been so crazy. So I thought, you know what? I just show you how to make vegan version of kimchi, very simple. And I also cut down this recipe very small than my regular kimchi recipe. It's another question, a lot of questions I got from you guys about my kimchi recipe. How can I cut that recipe down? You could just kind of, half it or quarter it, but I guess me doing for you will be a lot easier and better. So let's make vegan kimchi today. Vegan kimchi today. So the first thing what you need to do, actually cut out the cabbage. You will need up to 5 pounds of napa cabbage. Cut it in half lengthwise and quarter it. Cut the bottom part off, then cut the cabbage into 1 bite size. How I like to do is take half of the inside small leaf part and cut that into about 3 to 4 chunks. Then the bigger leaves, I cut it in half one more time into lengthwise, then cut into 1 bite size. Place all cut cabbage into a large strainer and give them a little splash of water. We are not trying to wash them. What we are doing here is just let the cabbage surface get wet for the next step, which is salting the cabbage. Put quarter of napa cabbage on the bottom of a large mixing bowl and sprinkle handful of Korean sea salt. This is Korean sea salt I'm using today. If you can find any other brand, go ahead and use that. I really prefer to use Korean sea salt because the texture and the shape of the Korean sea salt are very kosher, large. It's actually perfect to salting this cabbage, obviously because it's Korean sea salt, making Korean food. But if you cannot find the Korean sea salt, then go ahead and use kosher sea salt that you can find. If you are using this one, the Korean sea salt, you will need about 3/4 cup. But if you are using regular kosher sea salt from regular grocery store, then go ahead and use only half cup of it. We are going to repeat the process, layering the cabbage and the salt, about 4 to 5 layers. All right, now we are going to just let them sit on the kitchen counter, soak it and salted the cabbage about 3 hours. It's actually not that bad because my traditional kimchi, you have to soak it about 8 to 9 hours. So this is actually a quick version. Toast the cabbage from the bottom to the top every hour or so the cabbage will soak it and salt it evenly. After 3 hours, you will notice the water from napa cabbage actually can cover them. Now let's drain the cabbage and rinse under the running cold water at least 3 times to 5 times. We are trying to get rid of all the excess salt that has left on cabbage. Drain completely, and that means drain about 30 minutes to an hour. Yes. So that way, slowly drain all the way. And my cabbage has been draining about 45 or 50 minutes and they're still draining. And that water, if you taste it, it's really salty because we are trying to get rid of as much as salt that we put on the cabbage possible. Okay, I'm gonna set aside right here and let's talk about the sauce. So for the sauce, you will need this little either blender or this hand blender thing. I'm gonna use a hand blender since this is a little small amount of the kimchi. So into the hand blender, let's add 4 cloves of garlic, 1 ounce of ginger, 2 red chilies. This is actually optional, but I love putting fresh red chili into my kimchi. 1 tablespoon of salt, 2 persimmon. So this is actually Korean temple monks style kimchi secret when because they are eating vegan in Korea and they always making vegan kimchi. But their kimchi is a little different than regular vegan because they don't eat onions, green onions or garlic, but I'm adding all that in my kimchi because I love all those flavors. Anyways, they are adding this persimmon to their vegan kimchi because that natural sweet flavor that works really great in this napa cabbage kimchi, and also the texture actually thickens up the sauce, which is really nice. So 2 persimmon. I prepare your persimmon to be like really well ripe. I mean, it's like super duper soft that you can see, like they are really soft. Peel the persimmon, then add it into the blender. All right, the next ingredient is this sweet rice flour porridge. I actually made this on my regular kimchi as well, but that one is obviously not vegan because I used the dried fish and all. So I made the vegan version, and this is how I made it. Add 1.5 cup of cold water into saucepan, along with 4 dried shiitake mushrooms, and about your palm-sized dried kombu, we call dashima in Korean. Bring it to boil. When it starts boiling, remove the dashima, the dried kombu, reduce the heat to medium, and simmer for 10 minutes. Turn off the heat and remove the shiitake mushrooms. And add 2 tablespoons of sweet rice flour. Whisk until everything is well combined. Then turn the heat back on to medium-low heat and let it keep cooking about 5 to 7 minutes. And whisk frequently because it's really easy to burn the bottom. Alright, now we are going to let it cool completely in the refrigerator for about 20 to 30 minutes. Ta-da! Here you go! Let's add into the blender. Alright, now let's blend all together. Alright, this is it guys. Super easy, right? Alright, so into a large mixing bowl, let's add this sauce mixture that we made and 3/4 cup of gochugaru, Korean red pepper flakes, 8 ounces of shredded Korean radish, we call mu. I already prepared by peel the skin and shredded by using my mandarin. Make my job so easy, right? So here you go. Let's add 4 green onions that I halved in lengthwise and cut it into about 2-inch long pieces. And this is totally optional. This is a Korean or known as Chinese mustard. In Korea, we call kat. So I really love this mustard in my kimchi, but if you don't like mustard flavor, you can skip it and maybe add extra carrots or extra green onions or things like the other vegetables, or chive actually works great, but I really love this mustard flavor. So I'm just going to cut it into little chunks, then add it into the mixing bowl. Now just mix everything together. Lastly, add the salted cabbage. Let's mix everything together. Alright, now this is the time to add 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds. Yes! And guys, we are done making kimchi. It was that simple and easy. Dude, oh my goodness. Let's taste. Man, I'm not even vegan. Why am I so good at cooking vegan food? I don't even know. I'm going to fill up my mason jar actually. You can use any airtight container and give at least like a little, maybe like a 1 inch to 1/2 inch room on top, because whenever they are fermented, it's gonna bubble up, and if you fill up all the way up, it doesn't have room to, you know, kind of bubble up and ferment it, and you wanna give it a little bit of room. And cover with a lid. And leave it on a kitchen counter because we are going to ferment them. Just leave on the kitchen counter for at least 24 hours, 1 full day at least, to 2 to 3 days. It's up to you, your taste for your kimchi. Are you ready for me to taste it? Well, I mean, I tasted earlier, but. The mild flavor from persimmon, it's ridiculous. Why am I eating with the hands? I don't even know. Because I have a chopstick here. So good. If you liked my vegan kimchi recipe, please give me a thumbs up. And subscribe my channel for more inspirations and ideas of Asian home cooking. Thank you so much for watching me today. And remember, you can always cook Asian food at your house, making it easy and fun. I'm Seonkyoung Longast, and this is Asian at Home. And I will see you next time. Bye!